Hello Guardians, we're a month away from the Guardians of the Galaxy game release, coming to all platforms this October 26. Guardians is a full single-player narrative story game where you get to play as Star-Lord, leader of the Guardians, commanding your team in battle and making the tough decisions as a leader. From the player reactions that got early access to try the game, it seems that you'll be constantly making decisions with the Guardians, where things might get heated between the characters and you have to choose what's the best outcome for that situation. Your decisions will impact how those characters will feel later, but it can also impact the way the gameplay will go on that level. For example, you could end up striking enemies by surprise or facing them head-on based on your decision. There is no obvious correct choice, so part of the journey of making decisions in the game is facing and dealing with the consequences of your choice. We also got brand new footage when we can see more of the combat in action. It's brawler type combat where you only play as Star-Lord, but you command the other Guardians in battle. Not only you can command them to attack, you can also command them to interact with the environment. For example, requesting Gamora to cut down a hanging object or telling Drax to throw explosive barrels. These commands are done through a pop-up wheel, similar to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, where you have a command wheel to synergize with your other heroes. Star-Lord meanwhile uses dual pistols that can harness elements, for example freeze rounds, that remove the shields of enemies and freeze them into place. There's also a big ultimate ability that once filled up the meter for it, it will activate and produce a cutscene where the Guardians join together and you decide how they will perform this attack together. This decision is kind of like a pep talk that you have with the Guardians in the middle of the action. If you make the right decision, you will activate a damage buff for all the Guardians, or a damage buff just for Peter if you didn't make the right decision there. Either way, you'll be rocking on with 80s music as soon as it kicks in. Also, in a bit of these new trailers and footage, we got to see that the Milano will be playable in some missions. To what extent and how much is not quite clear, but it looks to be a very fun feature regardless, jumping into space. I'm hoping that's something more akin to Star Fox, for example. One of the more recent videos, they also showcase a bunch of new outfits we have not seen before, including some Marvel Studio ones from the films for Star-Lord, Drax, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, and potentially Gamora. So here you can see is Star-Lord's outfit from the MCU films. Here you have Drax from the Marvel film as well. Here we can't see it too much, but seems to be Rocket Raccoon's MCU orange outfit. And fans are speaking that potentially this could be Gamora's. You can also see a couple of comic outfits, so we're gonna go through each of them. Shout out to the people at Reddit with the user MightyNexT, which made a compilation of these outfits to have an idea where they're coming from. So we have classic Star-Lord, pacifist Drax, cage fighter Drax, Secret Wars Gamora, Solo Series Gamora, Mohawk Groot, Blue-White Uniform Groot, Debut Costume Rocket, All-New Guardians Rocket, Masters of the Sun Star-Lord, which we had seen for the Deluxe Edition, and these red glowy ones that are also from the Guardians of the Galaxy comic. And that's it for this quick wrap-up video. Stay tuned for the Tokyo Game Show presentation from Square Enix, where they will showcase more of the game on October 2. I look forward to covering the game as soon as it launches with full playthrough of the game and checking out more of the outfits as well by the time of release. If you want to hear more of someone who directly tried and played the game, you can check out High Ruler on his YouTube channel as well, where he gives his first impressions of trying out the game, so you can hear his thoughts from an Avengers player. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time, Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'll take you to